Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Cut! 315! Check Mike 54! Mike 54! Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Be a long day for you. Mike 54! Mike 54! One left, one left. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They run it with Carson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the slant. Hey, 0. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I don't think you got it, son. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Wilson to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
I smell fear in that. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You guys got to go in and out. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete to Sterling. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, hero. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Kill. Alert.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught, block it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Man up, deep. 54 is Mike. 54 is 36 power. Watch 54. Watch the out. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. All day. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antone Exum. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, here's Breida. Room here to run. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Look left. Check. Shift. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Bang out. Watch the ship. Good job right there. Watch the ship. Mike's 5-4, Mike.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm trying to come in. Look. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, deep, Tyson.
Wilson throwing again. Open his swing, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Trevor Davis. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the screen.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a third straight All-Pro season. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
12. Minus 50. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 12 yards there and a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Here we go. 180! Right there, 54 miles. Wild Bill.
On first down, it's Coleman. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
21. 15, 9, 15. I'm coming, baby. Hey, echo. Mike's 50. So we got man.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check 52.
They run again with Carson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
14, run it. Mike 29. Oh, you got deep?
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, alert. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 29 is Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Zebra. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Be alert. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. No chance. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch them go. 4 down.
Here's Carson.
Check 26.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-4. Oh, get him.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
All day, just like that. Hey, 0, strike.
They'll try to run with Carson. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
We want it. Come to my work.
This is Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
You can't block me.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away. On 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Let's go, let's go!
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
It is and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Watch the car. Watch the car. Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Stepping up, he'll try. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 93 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You're not ready. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Here we go.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
54, and let's get this.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they will take a knee here.
Wilson on the keeper.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Niners, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they wanted desperately to finish at .500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.